being able to strike the ball out the middle of the golf club, for me, is the biggest separator between great golfers and okay golfers. We can all hit the ball out the middle sometimes, but it's the consistency of strike that makes the biggest difference. And the better golfers hit the ball nearer the centre of the golf club more often. That is a fact. Now, why would you struggle with contact? I have for you the reason. It is because your spine angle is changing too much in the golf swing. So, let me put a ball here and talk about this. And we're going to be discussing the backswing and the downswing, and I've got for you a couple of great and really simple drills to help. So in the backswing, we'd like to maintain our back angle. The biggest issue I see is when golfers lose a little bit of height in the backswing and potentially even drop forwards. Now, when they drop forwards, the pressure tends to be into the toes. There tends to be a lack of rotation here as well. So the swing's either going to be short or it's going to be hands and armsy to the top of the golf swing. The issue with losing height in the backswing is, what do you have to do in the downswing? Gain it again. As I gain that height, what's happening to my back angle, my spine angle? It is standing up, it is straightening. If my pressure goes into the toes, similar thing is happening. My head's gone forwards towards the ball, then it's got to go back. And as it goes back, my spine angle, the tilt of my hips changes and we struggle with contact. And I'm going to, in the second half of this video, and it's going to be a relatively short video, 5-6 minutes, is going to show you how to actually get the right downswing feels. I often hear about players squatting in the downswing. Is that the right idea? Well, actually, I'm going to share with you how you should be bowing rather than squatting. Let's start with the backswing movement. So, we would like to maintain our back angle. If we're going to move either way, I'd prefer a golfer to actually extend a little bit, make a bigger turn, and their head might move up and a little bit away, as long as they're making the right movement in the downswing. Now, what's the simplest? Well, just maintaining your back angle. And I've got two great drills for you, one at home, one range drill. So the at home one is just going to be simply putting a club across your shoulders. Now, if you're not new to my channel, you'll have seen me do this. I love this exercise. If we put something, a marker, I'm going to use this tea bag here, and I put it a couple of feet, 2 to 3 feet past the golf ball, and I put the club on my shoulders nice and high this way. What I'm trying to do is focus on the ball, but get the end of the grip here that's towards the target, if you like, past my lead shoulder. I want it pointing down at that tea peg bag that is 2 to 3 feet past the golf ball. That's getting my lead side, my lead shoulder moving down underneath my chin. What's my trail side doing? Up and behind me, that's shoulder and that's hip. That's the feel we want. So rather than this movement, you can see where the club would be pointing, or if I was too excessive standing up, this would be pointing more middle of the wall. So real simple, at home, great just to get you coiling, turning correctly. Now, I'm going to grab a club because the range drill I want you to do, real simple, we're just going to put a club underneath our trail foot. Now, the reason I've got the club here, and it's through about the arch of my shoe, and I'm standing on the grip end of the golf club, is good golfers turn this trail hip up and behind them and they get the pressure into the trail heel at some point in the backswing. Golfers who are losing height, moving forwards, which is the biggest fault I see in the backswing, their pressure would be toes, they'd be under-rotated. If you imagine here a line or a wall on my backside, I want to break that wall with my trail hip in the backswing. I would definitely want to be on it. I don't want to start seeing our hips moving forwards because my back angle is already changing. So club under here, and I should feel that the pressure is more into my trail heel, and I'll know about it because my trail toe will lift slightly. Pressure into the heel, toe lifts a little bit. Let's go ahead and hit one doing that. That wasn't my perfect strike, but so I might just quickly hit one more. Just going to give that one last quick go. Toe will lift, pressure into that trail heel because that trail side is moving up and behind me to help me coil in the backswing correctly. Start with the foot quite even. That's the one. That's the strike we want there. And I just got that sensation, the toe is lifting, the trail hip was on that line. Look at it on video. Definitely want to start to see, can you keep your backside on that line? The ideal would be forehead stays on the line, backside stays on the line, and we just rotate around our spine angle. So that's the backswing part. Let's jump into the downswing. So when golfers change their posture in the downswing, we often refer to it as early extension because their body is going this way. The hips start thrusting forwards towards the ball, the pelvis tucks under, the head moves up and away. And you can see there's a change of spine angle. The majority of tour players do the opposite. They actually move this way towards the ground. So maintaining our back angle fine. If we're going to move either way, we'd move down, not up. Okay? And golfers worry about this. They say, well, why wouldn't I hit it fat from there? Well, they're actually pushing down into the ground early. And then from halfway down, if you like, into impact, they're pushing up. Now, are they aware of that? It's that equal opposite force, that ground force reaction. The more you're pushing down into the ground, the more you will rise through impact. And it's a massive power source. It's really going to help your body clear, help you release the club correctly. There's no downside to it. So do not worry if your spine angle looks like it's moving this way. That is an elite movement. What I generally see is this motion. So one of the best exercises you can do, I call it the grip down and hover. You're going to set up as normal. You're going to slide the club through your hands so you're gripping it a good, let's say 4 inches or so down the handle. That means the club is going to be 4 inches above the ground level. And visually as I look at it, the ball is towards the toe end. I'm not going to creep any closer. I'm going to make my normal backswing, still getting that sensation. Deep trail hip, pressure into that trail heel. In the downswing, how am I going to get to the ball? This is an over-exaggeration exercise. I'm going to bow for the king. Now, often I hear golfers talking about squatting. Let me hit one and you look at it and tell me, is it a squat move or is it a bowing motion? So don't worry about staying in posture longer and quite a curtailed follow through. That strike was perfect. That's the motion here. For me, when I'm squatting, I would be flexing the knees, sitting the pelvis or tucking the pelvis under and the pressure would be into the heels. I don't want this movement in the downswing. So for me, squat, no. It's a bowing motion this way. Maintaining is fine for the majority of golfers. They're going this way. They've got to over-exaggerate those drills and exercises. Let me show you that one more time. It's a brilliant exercise. It's a brilliant, great range drill. Set up as normal, slide. 3-4 inches down the handle, normal backswing, bow in the downswing. So imagining I'm getting hit in the stomach. And I'm really tilted over. Yes, it's a shorter follow through. Normally what would happen is I'd be extending through impact. But we're over-exaggerating those motions, and of course by gripping down the handle it's forcing me to have to do that. So that really works for the downswing. If we can maintain our back angle, keep our head on that line, our bum on that line, rotate around it, we are going to find the middle of the golf club more often fact. If we find the middle of the golf club, we get consistent distance, we get better ball flight. If we do miss the green, at least we miss it pin high, left, right. Generally we've got an easier shot, rather than long and short all the time. So quality of contact, think about back angle. Definitely get it on video. Draw those lines on your head, on your backside, on your tailbone, and just see, are you pretty good at maintaining your back angle, or is that big change in there? If the video helps, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and drop some comments below.